Hey my Fire Squad, this is Fire your Tarot with your Pickapile messages. We have Pile 1 with Amethyst, Pile 2, House Light Elephant, and then Pile 3, the Rose Quartz. So you can say 1, 2, or 3, or say Amethyst, House Light Elephant, or Rose Quartz in the comments below. And we're on to Pile 1, the Amethyst. Our overall energy is the 6 of Pentacles, in the past, we have the 2 of Wands, in the present situation, you have the 6 of Cups, or course of action is the 7 of Wands, your hopes and fears, you have the Hangman. You feel that you're worried that you're going to be stuck in a situation, or you're fearing that you're going to be stuck in a situation, is what I'm getting with that card. And then your outcome, you have the 5 of Wands, oh crap, all these cards on top of this book. Smooth move there. Okay. We have the 6 of Pentacles for your overall energy. The 6 of Pentacles is a man spreads out his arms on top of a rock. 6 of Pentacles appears above him, meaning success, stability, gifts, right timing, generosity, kindness, indulgence, desires, envy, and jealousy. That is the energy that you have for Pile 1. In your past, you have the 2 of Wands, I forgot to mention that your major arcana card is the Hanged Man. Two of Wands. Okay, that's how this one goes. There's the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. Who doesn't love choices? The problem this card shows is that neither of them are bad. That actually makes a decision making more difficult. It's easy to choose when one choice is obvious, better than the other. When the choices are so close, you might spend too much time fretting and find that the choices have dwindled away. Wands are about your will and passion, so just pick the option that fires up your soul. This is not an intellectual choice, so you have to trust your gut. Then you have the Six of Cups for your present situation. The Six of Cups, random acts of kindness can turn around someone's day or even their life. You never know when something you do will be just the medication someone needs, or when someone else's acts may save you. A smile extending a common courtesy, often all too uncommon these days, or sharing a treat may not cost much, but the return of incapable, perhaps, the greatest kindness you can extend is to remember that everyone is always doing their very best they can, even if it doesn't seem like it. This card tells you that in this case, kindness is the right response. In your course of action, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, sometimes you have the luxury of time to think about your actions. This is not one of those times. Something that you believe in is being attacked, and because the wands are full of fast-moving energies, you need to access the situation quickly. Is your belief worth defending, and to what extent? How much are you willing to risk for your ideal? Does someone need your immediate protection? If you're all in, then dig in and prepare to fight. It won't necessarily be easy, and victory isn't guaranteed. That's the important thing here is taking a stand. In your hopes and fears, you have the Hanged Man. And like I said, this is your major arcana of your reading. The Hanged Man. Reversal, letting go, sacrifice, suspension, surrendering, withdrawal, restrictions, crisis, delay, resistance, detachment, enlightenment, transformation, intuition, limbo, indecisions, self-sabotage, narrow-minded, punishment, imprisonment, and treasuring. And those are the meanings of the Hanged Man. The Hangman explained that he chooses to hang in the tree, giving his liability and sacrifice as offering. He sought enlightenment, a new way of seeing the same old world. Close your eyes and tune into the whispers of your heart. The answers you need are waiting for you to hear them. And then your outcome is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands represents will, creative, driven, and passion. These are all excellent qualities. However, if you ever worked with a group of highly driven and creative people, you know that the clash can occur. The gift of this card, that if you are working with a group like this, or even competing with others, the environment can be challenging and you bring out your best or even push you to achieve more than you imagined. The danger is that the group can be devolved into fighting and prospering, that you can be very destructive. Destructive. For pile 1, what you need to focus on is Queen of Swords, Ametrine. I protect what matters to me. Queen of Swords, Ametrine, independence, insight, and strength. As a person, the Queen is self-reliant and resilient. The Queen is self-reliant and resilient, and does not shy away from risks. She defends those close to her fiercely, but can be honestly demanding. As a situation, you'll need to take a logical approach to solving a problem. In readings, this card often arises to denote a high level of responsibilities and leadership in work or at home. From managing a business to being a lone parent. In relationships, this card suggests feeling signal due to a partner being away or being because you are currently unattached. Protect what matters to you is what you need to focus on. So whatever matters to you the most, you need to focus on protecting it, is what I'm getting. And whatever's not resonating with you guys, you can just toss aside. And what Osho Zen has to tell you is the misery of 44. She is clinging to all passions she thinks are her treasures. This is a card that challenges us to look at what we are clinging to and what we feel we possess that is valuable, that needs to be protected by a fortress. It needn't be a big bank balance or a box full of jewelry. It could be something as simple as sharing our time with a friend or taking the risk of expressing our love to others. Like as well, this is sealed up with and becomes stagnant from this disease, where treasures become tarnished and worthless if we refuse to share them. Whatever you're holding on to, remember that you can't take it with you. Loosen up your grip and feel the freedom and expansion sharing can bring. The moment you become miserably, you are close to the basic phenomenon of life and expansions sharing. The moment you start clinging to things, you have missed the target. You have missed because things are not the target. You, your innermost beings, is the target, not a beautiful house, but a beautiful you. Not much money, but a rich you. Not many things, but an open being available to millions of things. And like I said before, whatever messages are not resonating with you, you can toss aside or throw into the trash. What angel messages do we have for Pile 1? Number 31. Coincidence are your angels communicating with you. Tongue twisters tonight. Have number angel 31. Coincidence are your angels communicating with you. We reach out to you in many ways, but one of our favorite is to bring sanctuary into your life. Sanctuary means meaningful coincidence, looking for a trail of signals which will lead you in the right direction, one little step at a time. We like to bring a perfect people, words, and places into your life. Ask us, your guardian angels, to lead the way and then be ready for our signs. The love angel message we have for Pile 1 is you need to flirt more often. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So some of you need to start flirting more than what you have been in the past. Some of you are not flirting enough, is what I'm getting. The moon message we have is balanced spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. And I will be putting timestamps in for Pile 2 and Pile 3. In case of whatever pile you picked, you can just go straight to, so you don't have to listen to the whole thing. After when I upload it. Balanced spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Have you ever been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concentrated effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you make, the most practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question and the solutions to your issue. May not now come through very clearly if you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr. This card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. You're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Follow your intuition. It won't let you down. At worst, this card can herald the end of a journey. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. Avoid substance abuse. The butterfly card that we have is self-care. I'm feeling some of you haven't been taking care of yourself as much as you should be. So you need to do more self-care for yourself. Before a butterfly emerges with beautiful wings, it spreads time in its cocoon. Similarly, this card is asking you to retreat for some much needed rest and self-care. If you are breathing a sigh of relief upon reading this, that's another sign of the need for your healing pause. Self-care can take many forms, but the important thing is for you to look after yourself in a way that promotes your happiness and health and high energies. This may involve a detox of your diet or get things away from any harsh energies, relationships, or circumstances. Take great care of yourself and you will fly high and free like a butterfly. Don't want to retreat? Simplify your life, assert yourself, and learn to say no. And the goddess guidance we have is Abundance. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Let me see. What will tell us in here. Abundantia. Prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Asking for help is a sign of strength and not weakness. You are very powerful, and I'm here to support your growing power. It's right for you to receive this help as we function as a team. I heard your prayers, worries, and affirmations. I'm pouring my Sorry, I lost my spot. I'm pouring my prosperity upon you now. So expect unforeseen windfalls of gifts. Notice the new ideas, feelings, and visions within you. This guidance gives you clear direction about acting to take in conjunction with my assistance. Together we are unstoppable. Be open to receiving. A new windfall of money is coming to you. You have nothing to worry about. Your new venture will be financially successful. Visualize and affirm abundance. Abundance comes to you in many ways, including extra time, support, and ideas. And that was our messages for Pile 1. On to Pile 2. Pile's white elephant. Overall energy is the King of Swords. Past situation is the Four of Pentacles. I'm feeling that somebody's being clingy to their money, possibly. In the present, some things down. In the past situation, in the present situation, you have a Two of Cups. Somebody is offering you something. It might be a Leo with that line up there. Your course of action is the Ten of Wands. You're taking on too many things. You have a lot of burdens on you right now. You're taking on one too many projects. And your hopes and fears, you have the Chariot. And your outcome is the Justice. So for Pile 2, you have two major arcana right here. And you're reading. Okay. And you have the King of Swords for your overall energy. The King of Swords. A man with demeaning look, a sword, and a white falcon, meaning powerful, daring, authoritative, sharp-witted, superior, reversed, narrow-minded, stubborn, and mean. Whoops. In the past situation, you have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. Where is the line between responsibility, saving, and obsessing, hoarding? I don't know for sure, but this card walks that line. Whether you see this card as positive or negative depends on the situation. Typically, energy, this is meant to flow, and as the Four of Cups, these passive suits can be stagnant pretty easily. However, there are more times you need to conserve your resources. There are also times when you need to be more generous. Use common sense and self-reflection to determine whether you are being perfectly sensible or unexcessively selfish. But like I was saying before, I'm feeling that you're feeling a little bit selfish with this card. And then you have the Two of Cups. For your present situation. The Two of Cups, you know the moment when your eyes meet someone else and just know there is a connection. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation. This instant recognition of kindred spirits happens with potential lovers, friends, or business partners. So there is this click of you have a choice. Act on it or ignore it. Take your cup and turn away and wonder for the rest of your life, what if? Hold out your cup in a friendship and open the door to a potential relationship that will change you in deep and wonderful ways. In your course of action, you have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, the Ace of Wands gave you fully loaded magic wand, and the advice: make sure you can feed whatever you create. According to this card, it looks like a case of someone else being bigger than their stomach, have lots of great opportunities, and perhaps obligations that are not so great. Can be as bad as having none. The result are often some pedaling really fast, but not getting anywhere. If you want the situation to change, you've got to prioritize, let go of something. So you're taking on too many things, is what I'm feeling with this card. You need to prioritize what you want to take on and what you don't want to take on. You need to figure out what's more important to take on than not to take on. And like I said, you have two major arcanas in this reading, which is the Chariot and the Justice card. But in your hopes and fears, you have the Chariot. There it is. The Chariot, driven ambition, control, direction, determination, success, triumph, victory, will, movement, progress, speed, travel, conquest, battle, lack of control, delay, oppositions, stagnation, no direction, aggression, canceled trips, car trouble. The Fool felt pretty good about his choice, although part of him wasn't still anxious. All doubt vanished when he came upon the Chariot. He never knew he wanted one until he saw it. He slowly walked around it, admiring all the features. This card advises you to take all the lessons you've learned recently and apply them to your life. If you want to move forward, you have to know how you are and where you want to go. At this point, you may not have much more than a strong desire, a passion, and for now, that is enough. The desire you have comes out of all that you've become a logic conclusion of your life so far. Take yourself out for a test drive. Get used to how you handle yourself in new situations. You may feel clunky at first, but just like the driving a car or riding a bike, you'll become more elegant in time. Your outcome is the Justice. The Justice, karma causes and effect equally: truth, responsibilities, integration, fairness, judgment, contract, legal action, lawsuit, travel, injustice, imbalance, dishonesty, completions, abuse of power, red tape, bad decisions. Some people never learn that they get what they deserve. There are three kinds of justice. Very often, the guise of justice is shown blindfolded, meaning that you are equally in the eyes of the law. Sadly, the ideal doesn't always play out. But the justice in this card is not blindfolded, and it is about more universal kind of justice, more like we Western call karma. Here, justice sees clearly, and thirdly, she carefully weighs the intentions of the outcome and our actions to determine what we deserve. This card means no one is going to get away with anything. It is time to pay the piper. What you need to focus on is Three of Pentacles, Malachite. When I show you my work, others give support. Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. Malachite. Early access. Whatever you are building or focusing upon is establish a relationship or a home business. A project such as remodeling your house or yard. This is the card of the artisan. Sorry. This card is of the artisan, who is malicious and shares it with all the willing. Appreciative abundance. You may find you discuss and negotiate with others to improve your ideas. This is the path to future success and income in the future. An additional meaning is giving a practical determination of your skills. When I show my work, others will give support. So you need to focus on showing more people your work. Maybe they'll be willing to give you more support if they know what you're up to, instead of hiding it from them. I feel it's the path of your future success and your income for the future. What Osho Zen has to tell you is success. So when you need to focus on when you show your work, others will give you support. I also believe that if you show your work, you will also be more successful. That's what I'm getting with the Osho Zen, without looking it up right offhand. That's what I'm just getting from the card. And once your successes happen, you will be celebrating. Excuse me. Because of your willingness to accept the recent challenge of life, you are now, and you are soon will be, enjoying a wonderful ride on the tiger of success. Welcome it, enjoy it, and share your joy with others. And remember that all bright parades have a beginning and an end. If you keep this in mind and squeeze every drop of juice out of the happiness of you are experiencing now, you will be able to take the future as it comes without regrets. But don't be tempted to try to hold on to the abundant moment or coat it in a plastic so it lasts forever. The greatest wisdom to keep in mind with all the phenomenon in the parade of life, whether they're valley or peaks, is that this will pass. Celebrate, yes, and keep on riding a tiger. Watch the waves in the ocean. The higher wave goes, the deeper is the wake that follows it. One moment you are the wave, another moment you are the howl wake of that follows. Enjoy both. Don't get addicted to one. Don't say, I would always like to be on the top peak. It's not possible. Simply see the fact. It is not possible. It has never happened and will never happen. It's simply impossible in the nature of things. That what to do. Enjoy the peak while it lasts, and then enjoy the valley when it comes. What is wrong with the valley? What is wrong with being low? It is a relaxation. A peak is an excitement, and nobody can exist constantly in an excitement. What angel messages do we have for Pile 2 is number 48. Ask us to bring peace into challenging situations. Number 48, angel. Ask us to bring peace to challenging situations. Peace is a powerful energy that brings a state of contentment and harmony to any situation. Where to send it, you can do this with your mind and then ask us to help you. Imagine if people around the world held this state of peace at all times. There would be no wars, no anger. Know that by sending peace to any difficult situation in your life, your energy can help. We, your angels, are always there to help you bring these high level thoughts. What angel romance card do we have? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I'm feeling some of you need to heal some family issues before you move on. Some of you need to forgive your parents, is what I'm sensing. Because life is too short. And whatever messages don't resonate with you, you can always toss aside. The moon message you have is communication is the key. New moon in Gemini. Maybe some of you haven't been communicating very much. You need to communicate more often, is what I'm getting. Communication is the key. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing, communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the other person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you know. If the issues you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming at a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you're being too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, draw this card empathizes the needs to communicate. Write a list of all the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. Time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head, not in your heart. Someone is flirting with you. Read more books. What messages do we have from the butterflies? Relationship dynamics. We got the hiccups. Relationship dynamics. This card indicates that there have been some changes in one or more of your relationships with your family, friends, or romantic partner. There's a sense that you have less in common and are growing apart. This may be because you are now more sensitive and more conscious. You're more sensitive and more cautious of your feelings when you're with certain people. Perhaps in the past, you numbered your emotional awareness, and now your feelings are awake. The most important relationship of all is with yourself. So you do need to take care of your feelings and needs in this situation. Yes, relationships involve compromise, but ultimately, if you're denying yourself happiness, this will have a negative impact on the relationship. Therefore, you are guided to be honest with yourself about your needs, even if it means working with a counselor for support. As you make changes, all of your relationships will be affected. It's time for you to sort through your feelings about each of them to bring healthy balance into your life, moving your relationship in a healthier direction. A healed relationship with yourself, individual or marital counseling, a new person entering the picture, changing the dynamics of other relationships. What goddess message do we have for Pile 2? Is I'm going to pronounce her name wrong, I know it. Coventina. Perfection. It is time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. This message comes as a help, not as a affront or a circumstance. Your vessel has become clogged by overuse of harsh chemicals, and the offending source is within your psychic. funding source is within your psyche. You've been ignoring your body many signals as screams for relief from the steady ingestion of impurities. Perhaps you've also noticed a slump in your energy level, and your degree of joy has lagged as well. Never mind these past effects, though, as the solution is at hand right now. Now that you've heard this message, do not hesitate for even a moment to make new arrangements. You will want to keep a sharp focus on the contents of your mind and speech as well, for the words you think and speak are the very diet that supports and thwarts you. Choose purity, and I promise you a change outlook for the better. Follow your intuitions, guidance about making lifestyle changes. Stop abusing alcohol or drugs. Avoid processed foods such as sugars, white flour, and so on. Eat more organic foods. Keep your thoughts and speech positive. Adopt a vegetarian or vegan diet. Go on a fast detox diet. This card can also be a validation that your current helpful path is working. And whatever messages do not resonate with you, you can just toss aside and just take in what does. And that was our messages for Pile 2. Hey, my fire squad, this is Fire Tarot with Pile 3 Rose Quartz. For the overall energy, you have the 9 of Wands. You're dealing with a Leo. Possibly. In the present situation, you have the 4 of Swords in the upright. In your present situation, you have the King of Cups. In your course of action, you have the High Priestess. In your hopes and fears, you have the 5 of Cups. In your outcome, you have the King of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. in your overall energy, you have the Nine of Wands. A strong man with a powerful glance in his eyes. There's a lion behind him, meaning strength, self-determination, revealed passion, new self-confidence, tense and time's delay. And we only have one major arcana, which is the High Priestess. But in our past, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, problems are part of life, and we are trained by society to take action and solve problems. The trouble with that is when your thoughts are swirling around, there is no clear solution. You can make mistakes and create bigger messes. This card suggests taking time out, pulling back, trying to relax and let the wisdom of your soul have time and space to reveal what you need to know. Any simple things like counting to 10, meditating, or taking a nap will help more than trying to power through. The problem will still be there, but you will be better able to handle it. In your present situation, you have a King of Cups. The King of Cups follows his heart and is moved by the hearts of others. He very much wants to do what is right, although sensitive and compassionate. He is not a pushover. He always feels the responsibilities kneeling to enlist his support and influence his decisions. Appeal to his sense of tolerance and the greater good. Discover what matters to him, what ideas guides his decision. Emotions move him, but he is mature and experienced. Childish, emotional outbursts will not serve you well within. Balance your emotional appeal with the wisdom and practicality. In your course of action, you have the High Priestess, which, like I was saying, it is your major arcana in the reading. In your course of action, you have the High Priestess, secrets, intuitions, mystery, silence, wisdom, understanding, intuitions, insight, subconscious, unrevealed future, shallow knowledge, hidden agendas, inappropriate passion. The Fool was all in up after his visit with the magician and wandered around in a bit of stupor. The calm, cool of the high priestess was very inviting, so he rested there for a while. She didn't really say anything, so he got bored, but was too tired to move on. The High Priestess is one of the cards that tells us that we are supposed to know, at least not with our intellect. She represents an intuition. An intuition imparts wisdom through the experience of itself. The preparation for an intuition. The intent generally receives some training, has learned some life lessons, but the intuition itself is like final exam, and it is not the take-home exam. You aren't given the questions ahead of time. It is the chance to put what you know into practice in ways that you could have imagined. Excuse me. Your mind may never fully understand what happened, but you will know without a doubt that you've been changed. Your hopes and fears, you have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, I'm so bored. That's what the Four of Cups tells us. You're overcoming with wonder if anything good will ever happen again. When water, the element of cups, is continued in the four, it stagnates. Sure, new life can grow in standing water, but metaphysically, it's not really the kind of life you want. The gift of this card is the universe is ready and willing to help you. Snap out of it. You feel like this. Just look around because there is something new and fresh waiting. You simply have to rouse yourself enough to reach out and take it. And the outcome, you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is practical and values results. He likes things to run effectively and efficiently. Ooh, excuse me. While producing something of quality, gaining his interest or support is easy. Simple to show him how an idea will make the life easier and more productive. Focus on both the bottom line and the good quality, and you'll find him entitled listener. Don't bother with emotional pleas or fancy preparations. unless they are of the form follows function, variety, in which case he'll be even more impressed. What Pile 3 needs to focus on is the star Tanzanite. I'm inspired and positive about the future. Which is another major arcana. A maiden kneels by water at twilight. The 8 luminous stars above her are symbols of hope and guidance. 8 is the number of changing. The 2 pairs of tanzanite rocks placed before and behind her represent valence. The maiden pours water from 2 urns onto the earth and into the pool, signifying the flow of emotions through the past and in the present future. The maiden pours water from the 2 urns onto the earth and into the pool, signifying the flow of emotions through the past and into the present and future. The star brings inspiration, hope, and healing. Protected and guided, you find your creative and spiritual path. The card indicates that the creative projects are beginning to flow and can often denote healing or other therapeutic work. This may be an emotional time when you feel connected with and focused upon the person's goals. While associated with the 7 major chakras, Tanzanite has a particular link with the throat chakra for truth and communication. The stone can help us dissolve negativity and old emotions, clearing the way of healing, while empowering your spiritual connection. When you need support and inspiration, hold this card and tune into the Tanzanite powerful vibration. I'm inspired and positive about the future. So you need to focus on inspiration, hope, and healing. Maybe it's a spiritual path that you're on right now. For some of you. Others may be starting projects. And then what Ocean Zen has to tell us is playfulness. We have playfulness. I'm getting, maybe some of us haven't been very playful lately. what I'm sensing. You need to have a little bit more playfulness in you. When this page of fire enters your life, it is a sign that you are ready for the fresh and the new. Something wonderful is just on the horizon, and you'll have just the right quality of playful, innocent, and clarity to welcome it with open arms. The moment you start seeing life as non-serious and playfulness, all the burden of your heart disappears. All the fear of your death, of life, of love, everything disappears. One starts living with a very light weight or almost no weight. So weightless one becomes one can fly into the open skies. Zen's greatest conditions is to give you an alternative to the serious man. The serious man has made the world. The serious man has made all the religions. He has created all the philosophies, all the cultures, all the moralities. Everything that exists around you is creation of the serious man. Zen has dropped out of the serious world. It has created a world of its own, which is very playful, full of laughter, when even great masters behave like children. So just be a little bit more playful in your relationship, is what I'm sensing. The angel message is number 1, share your problems with us. We will hear you. Share your problems with us, we will hear you. We, your angels, know that your earthly problems can sometimes be overwhelming to you. Life on earth is a game. Each day is another act in the play, and we want to enjoy yourself. We want you to know that we are always close by and willing to lend a hand. If you talk to us, we can hear you. Ask us for our help. The romance angel has to tell you it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I'm feeling that some of you feel like it's not safe to love again. Some of you may have gotten hurt in the past by somebody you were dating. And I'm feeling that's why you don't feel like it's safe to love again. But the angel of romance card is telling you it is safe to love again. Just open up your heart and mind, is what I'm sensing. Your moon message is Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. This card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxuries, Venus, and this card holds a new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. Get or give a message, healthy body, healthy mind. You will soon be able to afford the things you're dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start standing order to savings account, no matter how small. Our butterfly messages for Pile 3 is sentimental feelings. There's something from the past that is attracting your attention. This card is asking you to explore old and deep feelings as a way of opening and healing your heart. Perhaps you're located an item that brings back memories. Use those memories and feelings as a pathway to explore emotions you may have not had processed previously. Now is the perfect time to work on unhealed situations from the past so that you can resolve them and move on. Having guidance from a therapist or support group can help you face feelings that seem immediately intimidating. Ultimately, you will come to recognize that there was nothing to fear at all. This process will lead you to let go of heavy weights and you didn't realize you were carrying, so that you can enjoy your life and move forward fearlessly. Recovering a lost sentimental object, creating a scrapbook, writing your memories, paying a tribute to a loved one, collecting vintage items. And our goddess message is here. I'm going to pronounce her name wrong. Irene. Irene, yeah. Peace. there's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. Even though appearances may seem chaotic, I assure you that the higher plan is in action. This is all loving power, is caring and supporting, and completely relax into the arms of the divine love, and breathe away all cares, concerns, and worries. Put your focus into enjoying, appreciating each blessing. Your gratitude helps you attract even more blessings into your life. Give your cares and worries to heaven, prayer, meditate. Engage in peace-enhancing activities such as yoga, sea salt baths, and massages, naps, music, playfulness, and the like. And that was your messages for pile 3 for Pickapile for the month of August. If you'd like this message, you can like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you feel the need to donate, you can do so by Cash App or PayPal, which is going to be in the description of the video. And I hope everybody has a good night.